I'm Alex Turgeman, the CEO of Cognition Medical, and we do better stroke devices. So let me show you what the future for stroke interventions is going to look like. Stroke is a devastating condition. Both of us, co-founders, Jonah is here, have experienced the pain in our own families through stroke. And just talking to a few guys here, we hear that it's a huge problem. People suffer from it. It's a problem in the world. It's a problem here in Atlanta in the stroke belt. So the real problem is we have a lot of devices for the heart, few devices for the brain. And right now, with the best devices out there to treat the brain and stroke, we can only achieve 1/3 of good outcomes. These are the results of the best study out there on stroke research. So it shows that there's 1/3, 32% of people that are going to be treated fine, and the rest, 68%. So let me repeat, 2 out of 3 patients with a treatment for stroke don't get treated well and end up with disabilities. Over 50% of this is due to overoxygenation of the brain during the procedure. So let me dive into the scientific problem. I'll be brief. On the left here, this is a cut of the brain during a stroke. The yellow clot here is blocking an artery and preventing the oxygen from reaching the brain, and thus creates a dead area and also an injured area in pink. So now if we move to the right, this is what happened during the intervention. If you put the best devices out there in the brain to get the clot, and you remove the clot, that opens the artery, and that funnels an incredible amount of oxygen to the brain. Because the cells are not used to oxygen anymore, and that amplifies the dead area. So if too much oxygen too fast is causing a large damage, then the solution is to bring back the oxygen gradually. So instead of doing a flash flood, we're doing a controlled dam. And we want to do this over a short period of time and get a smaller damage. So to do that, we've made a prototype that has 2 elements. The tube here, the blue tube, which is a microcatheter, and a clot grabber. This is the metallic element that you see at the end. So the clot grabber travels all the way through the microcatheter and is deployed against the clot. During deployment, the stent actually presses against the clot and reestablishes blood flow. So then you have the balloon, this element here, the little bubble, that you can inflate and deflate to stop or start flow when you want, and thus avoid overoxygenation. There's competition in the space. There are key players, but we're the only one attacking the problem through flow control technology, and that is both a competitive advantage, also a opportunity for an M&A down the road, down the line, down the finish line, I should say. We've done a top-down analysis of the market, and we've been careful at selecting the patients that arrive on time at the hospital to get an intervention, but also we have carefully selected for the percentage of strokes that are eligible for these type of interventions. And we found that the market is huge. It's about $1.3 billion in the United States alone. We've assembled a strong team. I did my PhD at MIT and Harvard Medical School. I trained as an engineer. My co-founder got his MBA from Harvard Business School. He trained in business. But we've assembled a much wider team that covers expertise in medicine, interventional medicine, sales and marketing, or regulatory. And I want to thank Bob Mellon, who's one of our advisors, who is here in the audience, came all the way from New York. Temperature is really raising, and I think now is the moment. We've raised $300,000 out of $500,000 round for seed money, and we're looking for the rest and start operations, large-scale operations, very soon. With that, I thank you for your attention.